So hello guys, welcome to another day of 100 days of 100 coding questions challenge. Today is our 59th day of this challenge and we had completed 58 problem of the days on Leetcode in the past 58 days. So let's begin with today's problem, that is problem number 273, integer to English words. It is a hard level question and the topics that are included in this question is math, string and recursions. So let's talk about this question. It is a recursive pattern question. You can do it with iterative method also, as I will do in my code, but you can also use the recursive method as per of your convenience. So this question is straightly saying that you have given an integer num and you have to just return the English alphabetic number of that string of that number. So for 123 it is 123. For 12345 it is 12,345, and for 1234567 it is 1,234,567. So it is not in English Indian convention. It is according to the dollar convention, that is million, billion, and a trillion. Okay, so you have to pair three words together to solve the problem. Okay, so and the constraints are 2 to the power 31. So according to the Google, 2 to the power 31 will be billion. Okay, so we have to design our code according to the billion numbers. So in this question I will first showing you that how will you code to generate a 3-digit spelling number. So if I have 123, so if I have 123, at first I will make three arrays. Okay, three arrays which will store spellings of the words like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have to generate three arrays. Why three arrays? Because at first I will store 1 to 9. Okay, or I should write 1 to 9. Then in second array I will store 10 to 19. So 10 to 90, and in third array I will store 20 to 90. Okay, so these are the three arrays for 2-digit numbers. That the number, if the number is less than 100, so we will use these three arrays to make the spelling of that number. So for 1 to 9 it is all the distinct strings or distinct integers. So for that we have to store this in some array or some data structure to take this word from the given index. Okay, so at first I will have 1, then I will have 2, then I will have 3, then I will have 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, and then 9. Okay, so according to this I will store it on the perfect indexes. So at first I will store an empty element on the index 0. So on index 1 I have spelling of 1, on index 2 I have spelling of 2, on index 3 I have spelling of 3, and as it is on index 9 I have spelling of 9. So it is just because of the convenience, or in the code later on we'll facing the problems of indexing. We have to do -1 for the spelling. So for that I will store spellings index wise. Okay, so for this also at first I will store 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and first element will be null. Okay, so on 1 I have 10, on 2 I have 20, on 3 I have 30, and on 9 I have 90. According to this also, first two indexes will be null, and on the second index I will have 20, 30, 40, and as it is till 90 on the ninth index. Okay, so this will be my helping arrays for getting the spelling of the numbers. Okay, so if I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it means 123. Okay, so at last I have 3. So for the last element, I will extract the digits from the last and divide it into two parts. That is 1 and 23. I just have to divide the word or the integer in two parts. That is one sentence and then the hundreds place. So the hundreds place will generate the number just like I have 1, so I will take the spelling on the first index, that is 1, and for 1, and for this first part I will concatenate 100 only for this first part. I have divided the whole number in two parts, and only for the first part I will take the spelling on the given index, that is 1, and concatenate 100, the spelling of 100 with the only first part. And for the second part I will extract digits, just like for 2 I have 20 from here, so I have 20 from here, and for this 3 I will take 3 from the digit array. Okay, so According to this, I will have the required string, that is 123. Just we have to do is divide the three number digit into two parts, that is hundreds place and tens and ones place together. Okay, so after dividing it into two parts, for first part I will take the spelling of that index and concatenate 100 with it, and for the second part I will solve it together, and for that for the first digit I will take the element from the first from this array, that is 20 to 19 array. So from this I will have 20, and from this digit number or the digit string array, I will get the last digit of the string, that is 3, and 3 is placed on the third index, as this number says that I am 3. So I have to get the string or the spelling from the third index. So I concatenate 3, and by this I have completed 3 digit of spelling, making spelling strings. Okay, so this is for this one, for only 3 digit numbers. Okay, what if I have this? What if I have this type of number? So for this number, I will divide this into two parts. Okay, I will divide this whole number into two parts. That is the group of three numbers. As if I have this number, I will show you in this number. If I have this number, I will divide it into three parts. The first part is this, and the second part is this, and the third part is this. So for every three parts, I will solve this problem, and for every part, I will concatenate a spelling with it. So for this part, uh, I will have 567. For this, I have 567. And for this, I have 234. And for this, I have only one. Okay, I have one. So for the last part, I will not concatenate anything of this, anything of the spelling. For the second part, I will concatenate a million. Okay, I will concatenate a million. For the third part, I will concatenate a billion. Sorry, for the second part, I will concatenate 1,000. Okay, for the third part, I will concatenate a million. Okay, as is, it is at this position, I will concatenate all the three strings, that is 1,234,567, and this is my solution, 1,234,567. So the basic intuition is divide the total number into the part of three groups, and for every group I have to uh, make the spelling of this group, and for every group, after making the spelling of that group, I will concatenate a single spelling with it. So for index 0, or for the last group, I will concatenate nothing. For the second group, it is from the last. Okay, so for the first group from the last, I will concatenate nothing. For the second group from the last, I will concatenate 1,000. For the third group from the last, I will concatenate a million. And for the fourth group, if I have the fourth group, I will concatenate a billion. So this is the basic intuition I am using for coding this question. So I have coded it before. So this is my main function, and this is my helper function. Okay, so let's start with the helper function. I have made this three arrays of string, that is digit string, 10 string, and 10 strings. As I say that I have made a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As I mentioned before, I have to make 1 to 9, but for the first index I stored a 0. This is not required in this question, but I have stored a 0 here. And for 10 string, I have stored 10 to 17. I have stored 10 here, I have stored 10 to 19 here, and here I have stored 10 to 19 here. So at 0 index I had 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, because 11 to 19 is 1 to 9, and for the 0th index I have 10, so I had 10 here. Okay, and for the 10 string, I have 10 here, and for 20 I have the second index I have the 20. So for the first two index I will have the null strings, and for the 20 I will start 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and at the 9th index I have the 90. Okay, so I have make a string result. It will store my result basically, and if This is just a logic to divide a number into two parts, that is hundreds place and together tens and ones place. Okay, so if the number is greater than 99, that is it is a three-digit number. So at first we have to collect a spelling of that number from this array, that is a digit string array, and just like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we have collected here, and for that we have divided the nums divided by 100. So as I have 567, so I have divided this number with 100, so I will get 5. So it is the first part of the string, and I have concatenated 100 from with it, so I will get 500 from here. Okay, so the my result will be 500 from here. Then I have take the modulo of that number with 100. Okay, so it is for the second part, that is if I have this number, the first part is 5 and the second part is 67. So for 67, if it is between 9 and 20, if it is between 19 and 20, I will take the spelling from teen string. Okay, so it is if it is between 9 to 20, then the spelling will lie between 10 to 19. Okay, so because it is greater than 9, so it will the minimum it can be is 10, and it is less than 20, so the maximum it can be is 19. So it will lie in the teen string. Okay, so I will take this from this string, and if it is not between 9 to 20, then it will be in the range of 20 to 90. Okay, so for that I have two parts again. For 10 string, I have the tens place, and for digit string I have the ones place. So for the tens place, I will extract the digit from for the tens place, that will given by number divided by 10. So in this I have as I have 67. So if I will divide 67 with 6, I will sorry, but with 10, if I will divide 67 with 10, I will get 6, and for that 6 I will get the string, that is 10 string, and at the sixth index in the 10 strings array, it is 60. So I will concatenate 60 with the result, and for the last place, as it is the ones place, I will concatenate the digit string, that is num, and before it I have take the modulo of nums with 10. So I will get the last digit or the ones digit of this number, that is 67. So the last digit is 7. So I have concatenate the 7 with the result, and after that I will return the result. So this will solve my answer for this pair. Okay, for this pair, I should say this part of the question, and for this question, as I have this string or the number, I will divide it into the three groups. I will call this helper function for every group, and for every group, it will give me this one. It will give me this answer. Okay, so for first group it will give me 1, for second group it will give me 234, and for the last group it will give me 567. Now, what is the perfect logic for concatenating all these spellings? That is, if I have first make a base case that says if the number is 0, just return 0. I will not do anything in that, just return 0, and if it is above 0, so I have written all these logics that say at first I have made three things, that is thousand, million and billion. So at first I have thousand, as I say that for the second group I will have thousand, for the third group I will have million, and for the fourth group that is not present in this but may be present in other test cases, that I will for that I will store billion. Okay, so at first I will group them into three. Okay, so for that I will take the number and get the modulo of that number with 1000. Okay, so by getting the number and taking the modulo by 1000, it will give me the three digits of the last, and I will get the three digit from the last and divide it by 1000. So the first part is this, and the second part will be this. Okay, so the first part will be this and the second part will be this. Then I'll solve this for the number that is for this. Okay, I solved it for this. Okay, then I have made a for loop. I will make a for loop just because of getting these indexes. Okay, why I am getting these indexes? Because at first I have to do nothing. I have to concatenate nothing for the first group. For the first group I have to concatenate nothing, so I have concatenated nothing. And in this group, if I have the first group as it is 0, if I will get the first group, I will concatenate the 0th index, and if I have 1, I will concatenate the first index. If I will get 3, I will concatenate the third index. Okay, so if number is greater than 0, okay, so the number, if it is greater than 0, that is not in the point. Okay, so if it is greater than 0 and the number of modulo is greater than 0. Okay, so if I have the remaining number, if I have number remaining in this number after making this string, if I have the number, okay, that is, it is not a 3-digit number, it is more than a 3-digit number. It says that if the number is more than a 3-digit number, I will make them a group. From last, I'll make them a group and concatenate and find the spelling of that group. Okay. After finding the spelling of that group, I'll concatenate the helping number that is 1,000, million, and billion. So I will concatenate the string as I have the indexes. Okay, so for the zeroth index, for the first group I will concatenate 1,000 from the last, and for the second group I will concatenate million, and for the third group I will concatenate a billion, and I will concatenate a result after this. Okay, first I will make the spelling of that group, and at last I will concatenate result. So if I had calculated this first. First I calculated this, then I calculated this. Okay. After calculating the second group, I will concatenate 1,000 and then concatenate this. As I have result this, I concatenate this after getting this. Okay, after getting solved the second part of the question, after solving the second part of the question, that is 2, 3, 4, I'll concatenate 1,000. Then I'll concatenate a result and store all this thing into the result. It is showing that result equal to, at first get the spelling of that number, get the spelling of that part, concatenate the index, that is if it is 1,000, million, or billion, then concatenate the last result, that is the last part of the number, then concatenate this. After this, when the loop will restart again, that is plus plus I, if it will become 1, and for that 1 I will get only 1. Okay, I will get only 1 as a spelling. Then here I will get 1. Okay, here I will get 1 as per the same logic. Here I will get 1 and concatenate big string of index I. Okay. Big string of index I, on this position I will get million, because the I become 1. Okay, so if I became 1, the concatenation will be million. So in this I will have million. Okay, and after getting this, after getting the solution of this group, I'll concatenate the last result with this one and store all this into the new result or the last result, or update the result as this. Okay, at last, if I have the spelling of all the digits, or I have completed all the digits, I will return it. Okay, and if my answer will be empty, okay, if my answer will be empty, that is I have nothing to return, so I'll just return result that is the last three digits. Or if I have 2-digit number, I will return that 2-digit number. Else I have trimmed that thing from the last, because I have concatenated a space here. Okay, I have concatenated a space here. So if I have to return, if I have nothing to return, I'll just return result of this number. Okay, and if I have million, billion, trillions, or thousands, I'll trim down the string from the last. Okay, from the zeroth index till the last minus one, because of this space. I will not include this space in my result. Okay, so I will trim down that result and just return it. So let's see if it is running or not. Hope it will run fine. So yes, it is running fine, and let's submit it and see if it is running fine and passing all the test cases. Yes, it is passing all the test cases, and 66.96 as, or I should say 70% faster than other C++ users. So by this, I have completed the code of the day of today and 59th day of this challenge, that is 100 days of 100 coding questions challenge. If you have any problem in this code, I will leave the link or a solution link in the description. You can go there and tell you your solution with my solution. So thank you for today.